Welcome back to Cool Touring. So today we are at the Lardener Park 4-wheel drive show. Going down the back here, we're at the show and shine sort of section of it. I've got Becky, she's going to be behind the camera, and we'll go through some cars. There's also a full stall set up with people like Mud Tamer, Wiggly Engineering, the list goes on. So hopefully we'll go through there and check out them, interview them, see what they have to say. Right, so I'm here with
Peter from Wiggly Engineering.
And behind us is his Y61 GU Patrol. As you can see, an extra cab. What's the extra cab length on it? The extra size, I guess you could say. And run us through what the tray is.
So I think it's about a 400mm chop. I brought the car already done. So, and the idea was that if it's to build the car, I wanted something short and fat, you know. So we measured it up and we just worked out that we can fit a standard dual cab tray to it. So it's only a 1750 tray.
Still plenty of room for a canopy if you need it.
Plenty of room, yeah. And the idea is just to put an 800 canopy on it. So you want something light, you go and play in the hills. So yeah, just have a fridge and a drawer and bits and pieces.
I'd definitely say you've hit the nail on the head with the low and wide stance of it.
Yeah.
Definitely the 37 treps, complement that, and only a 3-inch lift, is it?
Yeah, I think it's a 4-inch.
4-inch, okay.
But yeah, I haven't played around with any of that yet. It's like I said, that's how I got it.
Yep.
So there's still a bit of work to do.
Yeah, still in early development stages.
100%. But yeah.
And tell us a little bit about your business and what you guys do.
So we manufacture trays and canopies, which is only a small part of our business, probably 10-15%. Most stuff we do is manufacturing. We've been around since 1966. I'm third generation to run it.
Yep.
Grandfather started it and father took it from him, and now it's my turn. And I also got 2 sons that also might get into it as well. So
yeah, that's good to hear. Good to hear it's a family business. Good.
Family owned, family run.
Yep. Yeah. Australian.
Yep, 100%.
That ticks all the boxes for a business that you want to support.
Yes.
Definitely.
And everything we do is in-house. We've got our own lasers, presses, all welded in-house. Anything we don't do is paint.
Yeah, and definitely, by looking at the quality of these trays, you can definitely tell it's Australian-made, good quality stuff.
Yeah, and that's one. I'm a stickler for it. It's got to be right. It's got to survive. It's got to be strong, as well as it's still got to move.
Yeah.
You know, it's got to flex. It can't crack.
Well, it's not all show cars. They're actually used and abused.
100%. You've only got to look at the Cruiser and look what it's done to it.
Yeah.
And there's scars and scratches and stuff all over it. And same with this.
Yeah.
Like we've had people say in the last week with socials, it's a show car. It's only because I've just finished it.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, it hasn't had time to get out yet.
Give it some time.
But yeah, the plan with it is to go and do some hard stuff with it.
And I've heard a price figure thrown around about how much the Cruiser has cost you.
Yeah, there's a few prices thrown around.
I've heard it's in the 6 digits, easily.
Yes.
What would those figures be, you reckon?
I reckon
put a number on it.
Cost me around $300.
That's next level.
That's buying the car and doing it. A lot of it you don't see. Like people look at it and go, yeah, it's a modified Cruiser, but everything's like hidden away and put in the right spot, so it's not just hanging out there.
Yeah, even little stuff like the mirrors are being moved forward.
Correct.
A little bit.
That's the reason I changed the colour of the paint.
Yep.
Move them forward.
It's little stuff you don't
airbag
notice.
suspension.
Yep.
Yeah, a lot of people say, oh, I've got airbag suspension. No, you've got the helper bags. That's just 6-inch. Everything's cool. Leaves are all gone out of it.
Yep. So it's fully independent, airbag reliant.
With a manual system, so it doesn't matter how much weight you put in it.
Yep.
It adjusts
It
itself.
always stays the same. So it's got right height level sensors and everything too.
Yep.
Okay.
Same as a truck.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, thank you very much for your time.
No worries at all.
Thanks for the interview.
No dramas.
GP. There we go. We've got our first winner. So what did you win? You won a 8 kilogram. There we are. Yep.
Today we are out in Bunyip.
Alright, so after winning first in our class, we have made our way to Bunyip State Forest. First cab off the rank is Weston's track. As you can see, car behind me, we got, I want to say 6 cars off the top of my head. A couple of GQs in there, a couple of GUs, a couple of IFS cars, something a bit different for the channel. And a single cab 80 that is not Brendan this time. But should be a good day, got a couple of tracks planned, or just a play, muck around session. We had plenty of rain over the past couple of days. Yeah, should be good fun. Alright, so the first obstacle of Weston's is going to be this rutted section here. As you can see, it's very, very wet. That's why we chose to go. I'm only on 35s and it was just enough to get through here. Anything less and you're sure to get hung up every now and again. But this is the start of it. Next up is Bodie in his TB45 Auto GU. He's having a bit of issues with his rear locker at the moment, so he is unlocked all round and only on 33s and a 2-inch lift. Following close behind is his brother Denver in his BT50. That thing is an absolute weapon for what it is, and he's finding the limits of it and working out pretty quickly. Go right and down. Go right a bit more. Yep. You'll be right. Now unfortunately I didn't get too much of Tommy's car, but it's an MP300, all-terrain tyres, and he drove the absolute wheels off this thing. Went everywhere that we did with not a hassle. And rounding out the crew we have Cam with his 80 series 1HDT single cab U-turn.
This one. Oh, I don't think it's easier, but whoop. Right, mate, give it a bump. Let her head. We can't, he's in the rock.
So as you can see here, the little 35s weren't up to the task. I was just bottoming out on my diff and hitting my tail shaft, so I opted for a quick winch forward, and that was the end of that little rocky section for me. It was time to get the rest of the boys up. Being unlocked all round, Bodie opted for just a quick little winch off to the side there to a tree, and he was up in no time. Now, after clearing out the first little bit of that track for 35s, Cam was able to crawl up that little bit, although he was still having the issue of diffing out on that rock, which I quickly pointed out that he could go hard left hand down, so climb the bank and get out of the ruts a little bit.
Give it the berry. Do you reckon what? Do you reckon I'll climb up it or? Yeah. But fucking knew you were that close.
So after tackling Weston's, we then headed over and did a few little tracks and ended up near Anderson's, where we tackled Anderson's track, It was a long day, so this is the last track, and all the boys had a lot of fun. Thank you very much for watching. If you haven't already, please subscribe and like. Helps me out a lot. We're only a few away from 1,000 subscribers, which doesn't seem like a lot, but means a lot to me. Thank you very much for watching.